go. He swings. He hits this one deep into left field. That is way back at the wall. Goodbye. Home run.
Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
Alright, today we're going to be reviewing MLB 2K10. I want to start off with graphics because if you've played 2K9 or any of the previous years, you're going to notice that this game right off the bat looks much better than any of the past games. Just, the players, the field, everything looks more realistic, better use of light, shadow, the colors are more realistic, more vibrant. If you just look at the chalk lines, they actually look real. The different color for the pitcher's mound, and overall the uniforms, very good use of shadow. You can see on Javi Vazquez's back, but overall I think the graphics are much better, probably about an 8 out of 10. Alright, we're going to move on to audio and announcing. The commentators for this year, if you've played 2K9, you're going to notice right off the bat that it's very repetitive. A lot of the same phrases are used in previous years as well as in this game. You're really not going to notice anything new. They do point out, in franchise mode, the upcoming team's schedule or talk about last year's statistics. That's new announcing. But the overall play-by-play and color commentary is going to be mostly the same as what you're used to from 2K9. But that being said, the audio is much better. The crack of the bat when you hit a home run, or the pop in your glove, especially first base, that sounds a lot more realistic. So I think that helps weigh it down a little bit with the announcing, but overall it's probably about a 7 out of 10 in the audio. Alright, now that we've talked about some of the weaknesses in the core of the game, the audio, visual, let's talk about the game modes. Obviously franchise, playoffs, practice, those things are going to be in there as well as online. But this year, the My Player, 2K fans on 360, we've been begging for a career mode for years, and they finally gave it to us with My Player. You start in the minors, build your way up to get called up to the majors, and I think that's pretty good with the new camera angles. You can choose your position, and it's, you don't have to play out the whole game. You just choose, to simulate to your next appearance where you get to at bat. The goals for each play are pretty good. And just even franchise, the old faithful that's always been there. Franchise is pretty good this year. They added a few new features. It's easier to, keep track of your minor league teams and your rosters. And I like that they have a lot more players. Last year we had too many generic faces and made up names for people. But this year I like that they added, most of the players on the rosters are pretty accurate. So game modes is pretty good. I'd say that's up there around a 9 with the new My Player. Alright, I just want to run through controls real quick. Obviously the new swing types, you have the power mode, which basically was all you had last year, but the contact swing where you just flick the right stick up, or the defensive swing to foul off a pitch where you just go right or left on the D stick, the right pad I mean, that's a lot better. It gives you a lot more control. The game makes it a lot more realistic. You're not going up there trying to hit a home run when you're down 0-2, and nobody on base, and I think that adds to the relative better flow of the game. One of the better aspects this year was the addition of some team-specific animations. Obviously, if you're a Braves fan, you know that at Turner Field, they now have that huge Chick-fil-A cow that does the tomahawk chop up in left field above the 755 club, and the huge Coca-Cola bottle that shoots fireworks after wins, night games, home runs. Those sort of things. A lot of people were hoping we'd have more specific crowd chants, such as the tomahawk chop. But, at least we're beginning to get some, more realistic feel for franchise. Lastly, I want to talk about the addition of more genuine batting stances and pitching motions. Obviously, guys like Billy Wagner that have that elongated kind of short arm throw, or Bronson Arroyo with that, crazy leg kick. If you're using them in franchise and they're on your favorite team, you go to use them and they have a generic pitching stance, number 1. What is that? That really just takes away from the fun of the game. When you go up there, wanting to see your favorite player's batting stance, and they're just standing up there like, some generic scrub. That kind of, turns you off from the game. But I think they did a really good job of adding a lot more options. You can customize your stance a lot better this year in My Player, so I think that's a pretty good plus. Alright, now that we've run through some of the improvements over last year's version, some key aspects of this game, I think overall, you look at this game as, maybe not perfect. 2K Sports hasn't quite perfected it yet. No, they won't. They won't, try to say that with this game. But in relation to how 2K8 and 2K9 were, this game is a huge step forward. And for us, gamers on Xbox 360, we have to be happy that, obviously the show is going to have better graphics. You can debate which one has better gameplay. I'm not going to go there. But, I think you can't be disappointed with this game because a lot of people were expecting, that it would be, similar to 2K9, but hoping it would be better. And I think 2K10 is, really exceeded most people's expectations of what this year's game would be like. So overall, I'd say this game is probably about a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. It's not going to be perfect yet, no, but it's overall a huge step forward. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe to Ballin' Video Games. We're going to be putting up a lot more MLB 2K10 videos and other games such as Just Cause 2 when it comes out, Battlefield, Bad Company 2, Modern Warfare 2, games like that. So if you like our videos, just subscribe for more. Thanks.